We welcome you into another edition of Celtics Spotlight. Sean Meyers joined by a freshman on the men's basketball team, Brevan Williams. Brevan, first off, thanks for doing this. How's everything been with you?
It's good. Everything's been good. College has been a nice experience so far, and I've been enjoying it.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your freshman season. Obviously, you're new to the college game. What has been the biggest adjustment from high school basketball to collegiate basketball?
Definitely the speed of the game. It's a much faster game than high school. Guys are definitely a lot bigger, so it's just the pace of the game and then the different strengths of all the people on the court. So.
I've had a chance to see you both at the high school level and now here at Carlow. What do you think maybe your best attributes are as a player?
I think I'm very calm on the court. I keep my cool. Definitely now I'm a better shooter than I was in high school, and then with rebounding.
So you came by way of Greensburg Central Catholic, which is in the WPIAL. Most of this Carlow roster comprised of former WPIAL players. Did you have any relationships with any of these players before you got here?
There's Keontae Robinson. He was from Annesson, but he transferred to GCC for a couple months, so I knew him before coming. And then Cody Coons from Annesson, because we would play each other, so I knew those two before coming.
I know there's still a lot of season left here, but what are the biggest keys for team improvement for Carlow?
For us, it's definitely our defense. We need to keep the points we give up down, and then just making shots on the offensive end.
Let's rewind. Before this season began, what did you set for goals for yourself and for the team?
For the team, our biggest key was defense. Obviously, that's why we brought in our assistant, Coach Matt. He was a big defensive guy. And for me, it was just working on my shot and then definitely being more vocal on the court because I'm pretty quiet. So that was my big things for the season.
Well, you mentioned Matt Furjanic, the assistant coach, but the head man is Tim Kiefer. He is the only coach in program history. So when you think of him, what are his best qualities that come to mind?
He's definitely very passionate about the game. He cares a lot about us, and I like how he values the education part of the college experience too. So he's pretty good on that.
Now, I saw Coach Kiefer at a number of your high school games that he came out and was trying to recruit you. What led to your decision to come to Carlow ultimately?
He was definitely a big piece of it. I liked him. I liked the way he valued the education part because that's a big part of college. You're a student athlete, so that's really what brought me here. And then I like the location of Carlow. It's a small school, but you're still in the city, so I like the different you can be in the city, but you still have this small community here.
Well, you mentioned the education part. So what is your major? What's an ideal future profession for you?
I'm a nursing major, and for me, my future profession would either be a forensic nurse or emergency room nurse.
Aside from basketball, which I'm sure is a big part of it as a freshman, what has maybe been your favorite part of the college life?
Just meeting all the new people here, seeing people come from different walks of life, and then just seeing how they live their life. It's very cool to see the different viewpoints of some people.
Let's rewind a few years back to your days at Greensburg Central Catholic. You played for a WPIAL championship. When you think back to that team and maybe your entire time there, what were the biggest keys for the team's success?
I think the biggest key is that we were really close with each other. We hung out with each other a lot, and especially since we were a smaller school, we were just friends. And then we were a bigger team. We had a lot of size, so that was a good part. And then head coach, Coach Christian, he was a younger coach, so we really, he understood us, so it was just we had a good team all around.
When you think back to your time at GCC, what was your fondest memory from high school?
Definitely my junior year playing in the Whippeal Championship. Even though we didn't win, it was still cool to play in that.
And you guys lost to Our Lady of the Sacred Heart, right? I think they won every game for 2 straight years, so understandable there. If you could play one-on-one against anyone, past or present, who would you choose to go against?
Present, I'd go against Dylan Parsons from GCC.
Your former teammate.
My former teammate. How would the outcome?
Yeah, so you're playing, let's say it's a game to 11. What's the score?
It'd definitely be a close game. I'd go 11-8 me.
Okay, gotcha. He might have a different answer, but that's okay.
Definitely.
So before a game, you have to get in the right mindset, obviously. Is there a song, an artist, even a genre of music that gets you mentally prepared for a game?
Favorite artist of mine, his name's Ken Carson. He's a rapper, and I like his music. He brings a lot of energy in his music, and it just gets me going.
If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, probably not ideal, but let's say this is a scenario, what would you choose?
Definitely French toast.
French toast. You'd be good morning, afternoon, and evening.
Yeah.
Lastly, if you were stranded on an island and you could pick one of your teammates to go with you, who would you choose?
Jacob Mason. He's my roommate, and we've done a lot together. He's also a nurse, so we'd be pretty good on the island.
You think you guys would survive for
Yeah.
quite a while?
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully it never comes to fruition. But Brevan, thanks so much for doing this, and congratulations on the good start to your college career.
Thank you.
That is Brevan Williams, a freshman for the Celtics here on the Celtics Spotlight.